Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How many times I was going to say good morning? Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. It is Monday, the 29th of March, 2021. We are nearly done a whole quarter of this crazy year, 2021. Can it get any crazier in 2020? Who knows? Anyway, we've nearly done a whole quarter already of 2021. And in the UK anyway, today got some more relaxing of the lockdown, which is good. I think we can mingle with 6 people outside in our back gardens, which is awesome. Humans, actual connection with humans. Ooh. But anyway, it's Monday. Good morning, Jackie. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. And I hope you're well. Good morning, Alex. Hope you're well. Nice to see you here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So today, real short live this morning because I'm going to be going live as usual over on Clubhouse at 9 o'clock for a session that I do, which is an hour and a half long between 9 and 10:30. Which again is talking about mindset and mojo and how life is treating you. It's the Real Life Club. It's the free part of the Real Life Club where we just have an open discussion about life, how it's treating you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So come over for 9 o'clock if you've got an iPhone, because it's only iPhone at the moment. But I'm told in 4 weeks' time they'll be opening it up to Android. So everybody will be welcome into the fold. So yeah, come and join us over there if you can. But just this morning, I just real quick live, like I said, and I was thinking about the power of now. I don't know if you've ever read that book. There's a book by Eckhart Tolle called The Power of Now. I haven't read the whole book. I just found it incredibly difficult to read. But the essence that I took from it, which is the title, The Power of Now, has always remained with me. I read that book probably, I didn't read it all, nearly 16 years ago, 15, 16 years ago, when my sister's partner died. And it really helped me, actually, rather than thoughts racing away and anxious and about the past and what had happened. And yeah, it was just taught me to be in the moment, to help me be thinking about what's happening right in this moment, right here, right now. And I think I want to write only a short little thing, like an ebook of, 10 pages about Sam's guide to the power of now, because that Eckhart Tolle guide is too hard for me. And there's got to be other people like me that think like that and read that book and think, oh. So the essence of the power of now. And Einstein said basically that time is an illusion. And it is, actually. It's like, in the old days when it was like, I'll meet you four sunsets from now. That's how we worked out time. It was how many times the sun went around the earth. That was time, and still is time. But man came up with the hours, the minutes, the 24-hour clock, the months and the years and all of that shizzle. They came up with a calendar, so it is like Einstein says, is an illusion, because all that we actually have is now. We don't have tomorrow or next week or when this coronavirus is over. All we have is actually right now. And that's what we need to focus on. I don't know if you've ever seen, there's a watch that can get a watch and all it says on it is now. It just says now. And it's so cool because you go to look at your watch automatically, it's now. What's time? Now. So what are you doing right now? Because that's all that really matters right in this moment. What are you doing with yourself? Are you happy? Why are you doing what you're doing? For the sake of what? And it makes you really be present. And it also helps me think about why I'm doing some of the things I'm doing, how important they actually are to me. Because my ultimate goal, and I just put this over on my Instagram, is my goal today is to be happy. That's pretty much it. If you ask me if I could have one goal, if you could have one goal every day, what would it be? Mine would be to be happy. And if you ask me what my goals are for 3 years' time, to be happy, to continue to be happy. Because fulfillment comes from the inside. It doesn't come from outside things and people. We think it does, and we're fed this lie by adverts and things that even a freaking drink, right? A fizzy drink is advertised to us that is gonna make us feel better. And momentarily, it might well do, just like when I have an ice cream. Momentarily, I feel great because I love ice cream. I regret it pretty soon after because of the calories. It's momentary because fulfillment comes from within. Life is an inside-out job. It's best done inside out, but we think it's outside in. And that's where the power of now comes into for me, and about being happy. Am I happy being me? Am I happy without all the trappings? And yeah, I am. I absolutely am. And I feel fulfilled and I feel satisfied as a human being. Doesn't mean that I don't want other things, that I don't, one of the things I want to do is I want to impact myself every day positively, but I want to impact other people positively and help other people feel like I feel about themselves and celebrating themselves and life. Because when you understand you and you understand that, and that it's an inside out job, then you understand who you can be. Then you start to understand your potential and how you can just show up every day being your best self. I don't need to impress anybody. I don't need to impress anybody else. Story, we're live. Come on. And all of that shit becomes less important. Anything that we think is a problem, or we see as a problem, or that's really hard or difficult or volatile, is just the level of thinking that we're applying to it. And look, this stuff isn't easy to just flip a switch and go, oh yeah, I'm just going to train myself to just see, well, that problem is actually my problem, which it is, by the way. It's the problem. It's the level of thinking that you're putting to it, the volume of thinking that you're putting on it. Like a few years ago, even like last year when I was in a really dark place, it was the level of thinking that I was placing on that. The problem wasn't the problem. The problem was the problem of my thinking to the problem. Because someone else might have looked at the problem and gone, yeah, it's nothing. But I was looking at it and creating all these negative thoughts about it and all that volume of thinking around it. And I've had to, and I know life's an inside out job, but I've had to work even harder on myself to understand even more about how life works inside out. And the power of now can really help you with that. If you think about this moment right now, even if you want to think about this morning, let's stretch ahead to this morning. What really matters right now? What is in your control? How are you feeling? The things that you're about to do today, why are you doing them? What's the reason for you doing them? For the sake of what? Sometimes we think we're doing it because, well, I'm going to go for this goal. I'm going to try and be this or do that because the reason I'm doing that is because it will make me feel good. Maybe it will momentarily, but it won't fulfill you. You can have the greatest job in the world, the greatest career. You can win a gold medal at the Olympics, on track, on the F1. Amazing. There are plenty of unhappy sports people. There are plenty of unhappy people at the top of their jobs. Look at celebrities. They think they want to be famous. They think they want the glory, the money, and the adoration. That's ego. If you are not fulfilled and happy on the inside, none of that, I promise you, when you get there, will have any impact. Jackie, you are so right, Jackie says. Be present and enjoy the moment. This is your life. What is happening right now? Absolutely. This is your life and what is happening right now. It's absolutely that. That's all it is. And when you can allow yourself to think that, it's so good. When you can allow yourself to be at peace with that, then actually a lot of the walls come down. A lot of the barriers come down. There's a calmness that comes with living life like that. Like for me, that's how I describe it. There's an easiness of living that comes with that, because it's just now. It's all I have is now. And I want to be happy right now. One of the 5 most powerful words that I use with my one-to-one clients, and I use anyway, is I want to be happy. I want to be happy, right? We all want to be happy. Honestly, it's like every fucker wants to be happy. We do. So if you have a moment and you think you have a problem, because it is your thinking, like that's why we say, oh, you think you have a problem? It comes from your thinking. Everything comes from your thinking. So if you think that you have a problem, ask yourself or tell yourself, I want to be happy. So how can I be happy with this situation? Reduce your volume of thinking about this thing that you see as a problem. Flick the switch and think, how can I flip this on its head? How can I look at this differently? After all, I want to be happy, right? I want to feel good. I want to feel good. I want to feel good. And how can you? Because the only thing that's stopping you feeling good is yourself. We think it's someone else. We think it's the government. We think it's our boss, our job, our performance. You are not your performance. You are not your performance. That fulfillment within life is inside out. And if you can understand that and adapt your thinking, it's a beautiful thing. I promise you, a lot of stress falls away, a lot of anxiety falls away, all of those horrible, horrible things. And I did a live last night for my membership. I've got a membership, by the way. It's called the Real Life Club membership. It's the actual paid version. And we've got a private Facebook group, and we have Zoom sessions, and we have meetups as well every quarter. We set intentions every day. But last night we had a Zoom session, and we were talking about thinking, because everything comes from a thought. And there's a quote. Hang on, let me just see if I can find it. I can't find it. I won't look for it. But it basically goes like this: that we think we're living in the experience of the outside world, what's happening around us, but we're not. We're living in the experience of our thinking, of the thoughts that we apply to it. Because we all see things differently, right? Why does one person look at something and it's one way, and another look at it and it's a different way? Because we're all living in the experience of our thinking. You know, the reality is reality. What's going on there, how you interpret it and the thinking that you apply it, that is the experience that you're living in. And that is an amazing thing, because, you know, thoughts come and go all day long, and we can hold on to some of the negative ones. Because let's face it, the mind is automatic, right? Just keeps churning out these tens of thousands of thoughts every day, all day long. And some will come and we'll attach onto them, and we'll cling onto those. We'll cling onto them and we agitate the shit out of them, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And the volume is so big that it's all consuming. But if you just let it go and set it aside, all of those other thoughts that are coming in and in and in all day long, some better ones will come along at some point, and then we can take those ones on. And just wait a minute, a better thought will come along. Because they do. You think about it, you're not consciously thinking about each thought that comes into your head every day, and I want to bring a good one in. Yes, you can do that sometimes, but thoughts run through automatically anyway. So set the bad one aside and wait for a better one to come along. Maybe it doesn't come along straight away and you've got to set it aside. Wait for another one. But it will come along, and you can train yourself to have better automatic thoughts. It takes time, takes daily practice, and it takes you to believe that this can work for you. And I get this stuff from a guy called Michael Neal, he's an amazing coached, you know, internationally, and celebs and stars and world leaders, amazing coach. But when you can get your head around that, then when you think about that, nobody can really hurt you. Nothing can hurt you, because you're in control, right? You're in absolute control. I'm just trying to find this quote, see if I can quickly find it. I want to share it with you. And one of the things as well that I learned from that is that when we have a problem, the size of the problem is relative to the volume of thinking that we have about it. So how much we attach to that. And if you can think about that, and if you have a problem, I challenge you, if you have a problem, good morning, Luke, by the way, then challenge yourself to think, what's the level of my thinking for this problem? What's the volume of thinking for this problem? Because that's where it comes from. It's the thinking that you attach to it. I'm just still trying to find this quote. And I can't find it. No. And one of the things that I think is that when we've got a calm mind, and the actual natural state of our mind is to be clear and to be calm, we think better thoughts anyway. If you think about that for a minute, when have you had your best ideas and your best thoughts, and when do we do our best stuff? You know, just like when things are calm and clear, we're out walking the dog, or in the shower, I don't know, we're at the pictures, whatever. That's when we have the best thoughts, because we've got a clear mind. Clear mind. So think about, if you've got a problem, think about the level of thinking that you're applying to it. Right, I'm going to leave it there because I've got to be over on Clubhouse in a minute. Thank you for watching. Have yourself an amazing Monday. It's March the 29th, 2021. It's a non-refundable day, people, and it starts with you. Have a great day.